And there we are.
Hi. What's going
on? Howdy. This is very weird. Yeah, this is like, I was thinking about this earlier. Like how it's going to be a little weird getting back to trying to do this remotely.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, just
used to be done.
Yeah, just for one show, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I like, not to put anybody's business out there, but there's a little bit of illness going around.
I'm sick.
Yeah. We're playing it safe. I am currently one of 3 people in my family. Wait, there's the camera. 3 people in my family who does not have the flu. Yeah, baby. Vaccines for the win.
I think I had the flu once, and it almost killed me. So
yeah. I had it probably about 10 years ago, and same thing. Like, I thought I was going to die.
I sweated through the mattress.
Yeah,
it was disgusting.
I could not be like not an inch of my skin could be exposed to air. Otherwise, I would be just shivering like nonstop.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
So ever since then, I've always gotten a flu shot, and fucking science wins again, baby.
Ugh. It is the way. But...
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna. Is there a way to pop out chat in stream?
What do you mean pop out chat in stream?
So I have.
You
Twitch
go to comments.
Yeah.
If you're on the StreamYard thing, I think you can see comments. It was one of the tabs. Right.
You can, but it's YouTube. Oh, no, both of them are showing up. Okay.
It's both. Yeah.
I just can't join the chat, is all.
That's
yeah.
lame.
Well, you can connect your YouTube account to be able to join, like, the YouTube chat, perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I was just going to have Twitch open and look at it that way.
You can also do that. We're getting very complicated.
Yeah. Did you ever stop and think, like, we're doing too much?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
You are talking to somebody who just got off a plane, has been traveling all day, like pretty much came right here and started doing this.
Yeah, how was the flight? How was the weather in Detroit?
Surprisingly, really nice. I was looking at the radar this morning, and it was just a giant like cloud of shit.
Yeah, no, that's just Detroit.
Yeah, again, it's all Detroit. But yeah, no, it turned out fine. I could just getting out of Florida was the problem.
I like that it was Florida.
Yeah, this trip was Florida as fuck, man. Like,
oh really?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you see any gators?
No, I did see dolphins this morning though, on my way to the airport.
Yeah, the Miami dolphins.
Yeah, No, actual dolphins. Like crisscrossing the bridge. It was kind of cool because it was like this super dense fog, so you could barely see anything. But just like off the side of the bridge, I could see just a school of dolphins like going over.
Oh, that's pretty sick.
Really cool. Yeah. But yeah, no, it was just one by one, my family going down with the flu. And like we again, not to put anybody's business out there, not that any of my family's watching. My mother was clearly patient zero. Like I got there on Christmas morning and she was sick, like just trying to play it off.
Yep.
But was like preparing food all day and like the same thing the next day.
Oh yeah.
So like, Christmas was Wednesday. She made dinner for everybody on Thursday. Friday, my sister wakes up, is like, I don't feel so good. And my brother-in-law is like, who's like Mr. Healthy, like, top shape, 100% physical condition, is like on his ass, like can't move, like just can't get out of bed.
Delightful.
Yeah. And like, again, it's clearly like, there was only one person sick at the beginning of this, and now there are two people. Oh, no, wait, no, now there are like four people. No, wait, no, everybody's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amanda had to travel home yesterday alone with the flu.
Ugh.
Yeah. And they lost their luggage.
Get out of here.
It got delivered today, though, thankfully.
This is why I don't travel. I don't do anything because I don't need that kind of drama in my life. It
was fucking just like a kick in the fucking balls, like every 10 minutes. Oh, but we're back in New York, in a semi-civilized state. Yeah, we did not watch a movie per se. We did watch a movie this week, which we can talk about, which I do definitely want to talk about.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that being Nosferatu. But we are also going to be doing our 2024 year in horror wrap up. I wonder, not getting ahead of ourselves. Ooh, pardon me. Should I get Google voiceover?
No.
Okay. I don't know if I know how to integrate that into what we're doing here anyway.
Yeah, because that would have to go over the speakers, and then we're using headphones. And
bingo.
Not tonight, Frankenstein. Sorry, you can chat us, though.
Like the bride said on the first night and every other night afterwards. Not tonight, Frankenstein. I'm hitting that rim track just for myself. Yeah.
Thank you. Jesus Christ.
But no, let's before we do the wrap up, let's talk Nosferatu, man. You gave it, in our chat, in the network chat. You not to get ahead of the rating, but this isn't a formal like review of the movie.
No.
A formal episode anyway. You gave it a 7.5. I think I am gonna go a little bit higher on that.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go full 8. Like I am a little hesitant to go more than that.
I can see an 8, and I don't disagree with it.
Yeah. It
wasn't as good as I wanted it to be.
Yeah.
Leave it at that.
There were issues for sure. I mean, like the look of the movie though is impeccable. Like just the look, the feel of it, I thought was incredible.
The look of it, like I love the look of the costumes, the makeup, the monster effects. All of it was like really, really good. Unfortunately, the entire movie is just like so like monotone in color, like monochromatic, I guess. Yeah, I can see it's very grayed out. There's no dynamics.
And it's kind of very Eggersy, though. I mean, think about the Northman. There's not a lot of color in that. I mean, the lighthouse is black and white.
It's true, but like, okay, like do something a little different now. Like,
yeah. Mattis Hatter's going 8.2 to 8.3. I kind of want to go to 8.5, but also like I don't want to. Like, I'm trying to like not jump on the bandwagon, basically.
Yeah. Well, the monster fuckers are out in force on this movie.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they're horny for this one. Because live streaming from the holding cell.
Yeah.
The British accents for all the German characters.
No, I'm not in a holding cell. This is my office. Okay, Dingleberry. It occurs to me I'm drinking one type of beer, have a shirt for another type of beer, and a hat for another type of beer. Almost like I'm some sort of drunk.
Let me tell you, just getting back to Florida for a second, these motherfuckers know how to do alcoholism right, man. Seriously?
Dude, yeah.
There's a bar.
Like, that's all they have. They have alcoholism and meth addiction.
Yeah, there's a bar everywhere. I was angrily tweeting, not tweeting. I was angrily texting the group chat the other night when I went to the movies to see Nosferatu, and I got full on angry that there is a full on bar in the lobby of their Regal. Like, that got me like heated enough. And then I got into the theater. Again, we're not even in the IMAX theater, like the top shelf theater. We're just in like in a regular theater. There are leather recliners with like wooden armrests and like, giant cup holders, and like they automatically, there's a button that makes them automatically go up and down. And like, we're watching movies like assholes out here.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
I'd be at the theater every week if that was the case.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the seats reclined full on back into a bed. So people showed up with like blankets and pillows and were just out.
Get out of here. I mean,
that you not.
I would have fallen asleep during this movie if that was the case for me, though. For sure.
That's one gripe. I will say the pacing is a little fucking. Again, I know he's, Eggers is into Bleak, but Jesus, man, give us a little bit more like in between the excitement here.
Yeah, and like I understand the methodical pace because all his movies are like that. The Witch was like that. The Lighthouse was like that. Northman was a little faster, but like
apparently Berkshire Mall movie theaters like that. I am willing to drive an hour now to experience this again.
Yeah, the movie's got to be worth it though. But like, yes, the pacing is slow on purpose, but like in this one, he's making this movie feel longer than it is, and it's already a long movie. Like,
yeah, there's be cut.
Yeah, like there's a slow burn, but like this is just like a little too slow. And like, yeah, because I know that's his shtick, but
more plague, less backstory.
Actually, I would like more backstory, less plague. Like I need to know like where this whole thing with Orlok and the main character there,
Hunter. Yeah,
Lily Rose.
Oh, Ellie.
Ellie.
Yeah.
Like, give me more of that. Like that could have been like a really cool thing, but they just kind of leave it like.
Yeah, that was very weird. Oh yeah, by the way,
it's not explained very well.
Yeah, like 10 years ago, I fucked a vampire. Anyway, yeah.
How'd you get around to
that? Yeah, just very matter of factly, like.
Yeah. Oh, also, TJ, I'm not an assistant manager of a Stewart's. I'm a regional manager. Okay. All of Vermont.
But yeah, no, I really did like this movie. I thought, Skarsgård as Orlok was awesome. I dug the voice that slow, like animal, like guttural, like I can't even describe it. Like it's just like grating and like it's perfect for the character who looks like a rotting Eugene Hutz for some reason.
It kind of does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tripling the time only makes the original look better. It's true. The original was like an hour long.
If that.
Yeah, I never saw like the 70s one though. I heard that one's actually pretty good also.
The Udo Kirsch?
Udo Kier, I believe, yeah.
Kier. Udo Kier. Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. It's apparently really, really good though. But.
Yeah, no, it's on my list now for sure.
Yeah. Let me see.
The Vlad the Impaler mustache, yeah.
I did like that Klaus Kinski.
Yeah.
He was the director, wasn't he?
Possibly? I have no idea.
Directed
by Werner Herzog. Yeah, no, I like that they made him look a little bit different. They didn't just go back to that same like kind of goblin-y look.
Yeah.
They gave him his own distinct look.
Shit, the original Nosferatu is an hour 21.
Oh, really? I thought it was an hour for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that never sounded right. I don't.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it like once.
I've seen it a bunch.
Yeah, I am curious to watch it again. Along with the 70s one.
Yeah. Well, especially now that we know that, as we watched Shadow of the Vampire, so we know that he's actually a real vampire, and it was,
giving out afterlife mustache rides. Oh man.
Yeah. Shit. Like I said, I'm sick. Leave me alone. Shit.
Yeah, no, I thought Orlok was awesome. I really just the look of him, how he again just doesn't make being a vampire look sexy. Like he is just missing chunks of flesh and just.
Oh yeah, he's a walking rotting corpse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't sex up the character, but they definitely sex up like the atmosphere around him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like even when he's feeding, like when he's eating Nicholas Holt's chest out, like he's humping the shit out of him at the same time. Yeah. No, this was a very, very horny movie. Yeah, and I mean, I'm not going to argue against it. It's fine. Yeah. Anything else I want to touch on? I mean, again, I just dug this movie. I can't wait to watch it again once it's streaming. Yeah, I like it. I don't think it's going to be one of my go-tos, but I'm glad I went to the theater and saw it. Yeah, definitely. I remember one of the things I was going to say, like the acting in it is top notch, man. Especially like some of the scenes with Nicholas Hoult and Orlok. When he's at the castle, like when he's just terrified, like I just am right there with him, like feeling that sense of terror, like what the fuck, like, yeah, that particularly really I dug. Just those the scenes between him and Orlok. Well, yeah, because you've got two really good actors in there, and like they want to be there. Like, Willem Dafoe was not crushing it. He was too whacked out. Like, yeah, not to throw out a hot take here, but I think he's in his like Pacino era for sure. Like, yeah, where like he's just leaning into like the people like the crazy, so I'm just going to give him the crazy. Like, yeah. But yeah, like Skarsgård is awesome. Like any of the Skarsgårds, they're just a family of really good actors. Like I don't know what their thing is. But then Nicholas Hoult is awesome. Like a lot of people just kind of disregard him, I think. Yeah. Maybe because of the things that he's been in. But the dude's got skills. Like he's good. He's believable. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to seeing him as Lex Luthor next year, man. I'm really hyped for that movie. Yeah. That Superman does look good. And it kills me to say that anything Superman looks good. Yeah. Like it just needs to be fun and like uplifting. Just give me that. That's all I need. It's got crypto. Like, it can't be bad.
Yeah. They did announce today that Jason Momoa is going to be Lobo.
That's not going to be good.
You know what? Lean into it, man. Like, he was all wrong for Aquaman. He is fucking Lobo.
Yeah.
Like, you know, love him or hate him. Yeah. Played a mutant, a zombie, a giant killer, and now this. And he played Renfield in Renfield.
Yeah. I am not Lex Luthor, okay? He has money. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, I think we beat that one to death. I don't think I have anything else to say on that.
Yeah,
but it was good. I dug it. Check it out.
Yeah, definitely go see Nosferatu in the theater. Like, it's a cool experience.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, look at this 3D printed nutsack that I have.
Leave him alone for 5 minutes and it's holding up nutsacks on.
Tune in, see shit. Okay, I didn't create that.
It's right there up in the corner. Yeah.
Are you ready to do like the year in review of horror?
I am indeed ready to review the year in horror. I have queued up all the list of movies that you sent the other day.
Yes.
Yeah, I have them all. I have all the IMDb pages open, so we can just go right down the line.
Oh, sick! I actually haven't seen everything that I put on that list.
Me neither. Yeah,
but I've most of it at this point now.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, you were on like a spree this week of just tearing through horror movies.
Right? I killed it. Yeah, much to.
How many did you knock off the list?
Much to Monique's dismay, we watched Terrifier 3, The Exorcism, Heretic, and Abigail.
Okay.
And Nosferatu. And in the last couple of weeks, I watched The Substance. Actually, I think that's the only other recent one. Yeah. But there's some good, there's some bad, there's some definite mediocre in there.
It's a decent list.
I'm going to hit you with some hot takes, though, for real.
Oh, I know when you're going to hit me with a hot take on.
No, yeah.
Yeah, all right. We will start off with Late Night with the Devil, which I think we can both agree that is an awesome fucking movie.
Yeah. Dude, depending on the day, it's either number 1 or number 2 for the year. It's a toss-up with Oddity. Because they're just so good. They're just so different. And so, like, it's really hard to, like, this one's better than this one. But they're both so well made, so well acted. Like, cool concepts in both of them. It just depends on what you want. You want that, like, kind of schlocky throwback stuff? You go with Late Night with the Devil. You want that a little more modern, like, creepy vibe, atmosphere stuff, then you go with Oddity.
Yeah, a little bit more like elevated. Not even elevated horror, because that's kind of like...
It's really not.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like a 70s creepy haunted house movie, almost.
More or less. I hate the term elevated horror.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah. It just means not good movie.
It means smug fuck horror.
Yeah, I think Late Night with the Devil is my number 1 for the year. Like, I just... That movie was so right up my alley.
Yeah, like, it really was. It hit us at just the right time. We were hyped on it to begin with because we got that early screener. Like, everything was just firing on all cylinders for that movie. Yeah,
and like you have David Desmalchin acting his ass off out there.
Oh,
like, everybody else
absolutely killed it.
Yeah.
TJ says hydrate.
Oh, ooh, don't mind if I do. All right. Yeah, no, I think Late Night with the Devil is my number one, man. That was such a good movie. And that we mentioned, the next movie on the list here. An Odyssey, which is, very, like a very close second. I will point out the ratings on IMDb are 7.0 and 6.7 respectively. So
are you shitting me?
Like, no, they're right there, like neck and neck almost.
Yeah, but 6.7 and 7.0, those are ridiculous.
Yeah, it's IMDb. Like, you just have assholes with hot takes.
They're trash. They're absolutely trash.
It's like, I am so, like, pardon me, disgusting. But aside from that, I am disgusted with, like, because it's the end of the year. So, I mean, we're guilty of doing this right now, but we're not being assholes about it. We're giving you our honest opinion. Of like dudes online, especially on Instagram, like, because we follow a lot of horror shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Like giving their hot takes on like worst movies of the year. Like, and like some of them are just
worst movies. Like,
I
want to talk about movies and then I'll let you know if I liked it or if I didn't like it. Like, I'm not about that. Like, let's shit list together. That's stupid.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. Like, I'm just tired of fucking people's bullshit like that. I mean, no, Craven, we can all agree, is the fucking worst movie of the year. It's on the list of the worst movies of the year. That is the worst. Like, that is truly a worst movie of the year.
Yikes.
Yeah, I don't feel putting the bad, that's not even a hot take. That's just consensus.
It's just a take.
Yeah. Oddity, like, this, the cool concept of, like, this woman using these, like, haunted items to, like, extract revenge, was such a cool setup.
It's different. Like, even if you don't hit me with, like, the best movie and you pull off this, like, excellent thing, if you can't do that, give me something different and just, like, make the story cool. Like, give me cool vibes. Like, even if a movie is not that great, if it makes me feel uneasy, you're doing your job. Like, that's all there is to it.
Yeah, make it off-putting. That was a bonus hydrate right there.
Oh shit! Yeah, I did not.
No, I mean, we didn't get one. I'm just saying I hydrated on my own.
God damn you! I did not see Blood and Honey 2. I saw the first one, and that was more than enough for me.
Yeah, I did not. Whoops! I actually accidentally went over that thing that opens up all the news tiles on your screen.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I saw a little bit of the first one the other day because I was like fucking around on Pluto, like looking for something to watch. I don't know. I as much as I love horror, like I have a line. I have a line. I don't want to be a snob, but
yeah. My line is right above trash.
Yeah.
I'll watch trash, but like I'm not a trash connoisseur, I suppose.
Fuck. We're gonna have to watch one of those fucking movies at one point, aren't we?
I hope not, but
fuck. Anyway. Yeah, I haven't seen either of those. Like, I get it. We're raiding the public domain closet.
Yeah.
Whatever. Let's see. Cruising right down the line. Up next, we have a thing I can't see because it's covered. Oh, Nosferatu, which we've talked about in depth.
Talked about that.
Yeah. Just long story short, go see it. It's cool. Not perfect, but diggable.
Yeah, for sure. The next movie up though is The Substance.
Yes, let's hear your hot take.
It's not that good. It's not that good.
I love this movie too.
It's not even that gross.
Really?
Dude. It's not.
I don't know.
Okay, hold on. The Substance is really gross for like casual horror people. And I can see where like they're trying to be they were trying to be, Cronenberg-y.
Yeah.
But they don't really pull that off all that well. And then at the end, like, all the makeup looks bad. Like the old makeup does not look good at all. The gross stuff looks good. But you can tell that the person they put in charge of doing the makeup work was way more into the gore and the gross shit than they were any of the, like, naturalistic, like, let's make this person look old stuff, because that looked like dog shit. And, like, the concept of the movie, I like it. It's good. Demi Moore kills it in that movie. She's awesome. She's always awesome.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
But, like, this weird, like, crazy, like, 80s exercise TV show shit in a modern time. Like, why are you trying to combine those? Like, it's nonsense.
Yeah, I don't know. I just put that in because the movie is not quite set in a grounded, like, realistic world. It is very, like,
it's not grounded or realistic, but, like, you don't have fitness stars of the, like, Richard Simmons-esque era with iPhones. Like, you just don't.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking
yeah, no,
weird.
like I said, I just thought it was like, in this universe, that's basically what is big there.
Okay, and I can give you that, but, like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's just weak. Like, the whole thing was weak.
I really loved it, but I will say where I, like, was about to check out was at the very end when she's, like, that grotesque thing, like, with a picture of her face, like, stapled on, and, like, that was just getting a little too over the top and crazy. Like, that,
it was stupid. It was stupid. Yeah. They took a movie that could have evolved from that point into like a really cool, like, gross out or like a morality tale, and they turned it into, like, this weird, kooky, like, Elephant Man thing, and don't execute on it. Like, you don't go from Cronenberg to, like, almost a fucking Tim Burton-esque scene. It's off-putting in that, like, that disparity, because there's no continuity between where you started and where we are now. Like, if you want to progress that way, that's fine. Like, you can change the style of the movie that you're making as you're going, and there's nothing wrong with that. But to go, like, this chunk and then this chunk, it doesn't work. It's stupid. Like, if I had to rate The Substance, it's a 6, mostly based on the effects.
It's not a horrible rating, though. I mean, that's better.
Not.
Yeah.
But if you're online and you're looking at people rating this movie, it's like, oh, this is my movie of the year. This is my movie of the year. Like, it's not. It just isn't.
No, I would say it's in my top 5, but definitely not number 1. I mean, looking at, Late Night with the Devil and Oddity, like, no way. Yeah, no way it's better than those two.
Yeah, those are. I mean, it's going to sound stupid, but those are real horror movies. The Substance was a Cronenberg ripoff.
You know what's not on this list that I just saw a preview for?
What?
Alien Romulus.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't finish watching it. I watched very little of it, so I didn't.
I just rewatched it on the plane down to Florida, and it's a solid movie. The same thing with The Substance.
It qualifies enough to be a horror movie.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, it's Fede Alvarez who gave us, the Evil Dead remake, which is solid also.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
You know what? The Evil Dead remake I like more than some of the Evil Dead movies.
That's totally understandable. I can agree with that. Alien Romulus. No, I dug it. I watching it again, like, I was into it just as much as I was watching it in the theater. Yeah. The ending, again, like I said with The Substance, kind of loses me a little bit. And not to spoil it, but the end creature is just not. It doesn't look good. It does not look good. It's stupid. It treads familiar territory. Also, is another thing I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the whole movie does so in a good way, whereas the ending, I think, treads familiar territory in a bad way.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
Yeah. But otherwise, I would give that like probably a 7.5, I think.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, watching it again, I do enjoy that movie. The effects are great. Just like the suspense and like, just the terror or like, yeah, I dig it.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude who plays the synthetic is awesome in that movie. Where he's just this cold, like he's kind of like like a lovable, like goofy guy at first, but then he gets like halfway through the movie upgraded, and he's just this ice cold, like efficient, like, no, we can't save this person because if I do that, we're all going to die. And like, it's just making, life and death decisions that are just like, crushing these people.
All right. Yeah. I mean, I have been wanting to see it. I haven't gotten to it.
Yeah.
And no, TJ, War of the Gargantuas is trash. I hate that movie. So. And I can't exactly explain why. I think I might have in our episode for it, but like, I don't know. There's just something about it. It just doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, TJ, speaking I forgot we can put things up on screen.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Strangers Chapter 1, I heard is just it's straight up The Strangers, just again, for some reason.
Money. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yep, there it is. But apparently he's making 2 more of those fucking movies. And like, I don't know.
I still haven't seen a single one.
I saw the first one.
Yeah.
After that, I don't know.
Yeah. I just didn't care.
Moving on down the line, In a Violent Nature. This is a surprising rating because this movie, people were sucking this movie's dick, and when it came out, as the greatest.
I think people were sucking its dick because it was so different, and then people are starting to realize, like, okay, it's good, but it's not what we thought it was.
Yeah, it's got a 5.6 rating on IMDb, which I think is just about right.
What is it on IMDb?
5.6.
I'd go higher.
I did not like this movie.
No, not at all.
I think I was too hyped up about it going into it, and like, it didn't deliver on the hype. So maybe I need to give it like another watch, but I thought it was just even like the big kill that everybody was talking about, where he basically pulls the girl's head through her own chest, like out her back.
It was fine.
Yeah.
I like it. I like this movie. Am I going to watch it like a ton? No. But I mean, I'd have
the concept, I think, is amazing.
It's an amazing concept. Yeah, for sure. I'd probably have to go like 6.5. Probably 6.5.
Yeah. I understand it. I just like it. It's not. It wasn't my cup of tea.
I think what actually helped me was like I was starting to buy into the hype, and then you saw it before me, and you were like, "This movie fucking terrible," and like you were like bashing the shit out of it. So that brought my expectations a lot lower, and so I was able to go in with like, okay, it's not going to be the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. I think that's what I went in like, oh, this is going to be so amazing. This is going to be so great, and like.
Yeah.
But like the end sequence, that like 10-minute just.
No, that was terrible. That chops at least 3 points off the fucking score.
Yeah, just 2 people in a car talking, like.
Pointless. Totally pointless.
Yeah, I did not get that at all.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like at least 5 or 10 minutes of just exposition about nothing.
About the movie that ended. Yeah. Like, give me the exposition in the beginning.
Yeah. And it's fucking... It was backwards. The ending of that was backwards. But there was no payoff. Like, you don't see, like there's no end jump. There's no, like, real connection between the story she's telling and the story we just watched. It was just like... just smoke and mirrors for something. I don't know what the fuck. Like, I wonder if it was a part of a bigger ending that they just couldn't do.
Who knows, man? Like, it was just so disappointing.
Yeah. Up next, though, is our favorite movie of the year.
Speaking of disappointing.
Yeah, 100%.
Longlegs.
Trash.
Piece of shit.
Trash.
Yeah, this is another one that people were just like, this is the greatest horror movie ever made. This isn't even the greatest version of The Silence of the Lambs ever made.
No, not even close.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I wanted it to be so fun and cool. And it had moments. Like, I don't want to say like the entire movie was trash, because there were spots where you were like, this is uncomfortable as shit, which is cool. I love that. I'm a big fan of an uneasy feeling watching a horror movie. Like, super crazy gore stuff doesn't really do it for me anymore. Like, I had my moments with that. Yeah. And, like, your fight or flight jump scare stuff, like, that's fine too. But like, I am a big fan of like sitting in the dark, watching a movie, being uncomfortable because I don't know what's wrong, but I know something's wrong. Yeah. And there are definitely spots in this movie that hit that like on all cylinders, but then they just throw all of that in the trash for Nicolas Cage being a fucking weirdo. Like, I don't need that character screaming and singing in his car or singing weird verses. It's not there. It's just not there. Oh, and the psychic detective who uses psychic powers once in the beginning of the movie and then never again.
Yeah. Yeah. I so out of real world chat for a second. Perfect example of why we need another monitor at the producer station. On one screen, I have us. Yeah. On the other screen, I have IMDb, Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram.
Well,
we need more screen space.
Hold on.
Oh yes. Giddy up.
I got you, boo.
Now I gotta make shelf space. Shit.
Aw.
We're gonna need at least one more fire extinguisher in here too.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the movies. Longlegs was a piece of shit. That's all I really have to say about that. Bite me, TJ. Anyway, speaking of awful, I don't want to shit on this movie too hard, but The First Omen is the next one on our list. I feel like this, I don't know, I was into it at first, and then as the movie went on, I just lost interest in it.
Yeah, I don't know how you get more and more bored with a movie about the Antichrist, but
yeah.
It's
and once it failed, oh, this is a movie about Damien's mother. Okay. Got it. We're good.
Yeah. I think I watched 75% of it. And if you don't have me by at least the halfway point, if I make it to 3/4 of the movie and I still don't give a shit, I'm not going to follow through. I'm not going to watch this movie. And I wanted to really like it. The trailers made it look great. It got really good reviews, if I remember correctly.
People whose opinion I respect are this is a great movie. And didn't must have watched something else.
Yeah. Hey, whatever. Different strokes for different folks. But yeah, no, I didn't care for it. Maybe a half an hour in after nothing had happened, then I was just all right,
These two guns are going clubbing again. Yeah. Great.
But again, a slow burn is fine, but you have to have things happen in there. Like, yeah, don't give me the main conflict. Don't give me the main, like, whatever in the first 20 minutes, but you have to give me something. Like, you know.
Yeah.
There's like, I need an appetizer. You know what I mean?
I'm like, we have a button for this. Only I can hear it. We still have it?
What?
Never mind. Oh, yeah, we do. Here it is.
Tickle my ass with a feather here a little bit.
Yeah. No, I heard it. Heard that perfectly.
Huh. I wonder if that's going out in the stream, too.
Yeah, it does. They're set up to go through the stream and out of the monitors.
Oh, well, fuck me. I could have been using these the whole time.
You could have been. But that's yet another thing that you have to keep track of. Well, that was great. Hey.
Let's see.
Right.
We'll continue on down the list. We still have a bunch of movies, but I know like some of these.
We're gonna move into some fun ones now, though.
Yeah. Up next, Lisa Frankenstein.
I loved it.
It's gonna. So did I. I thought again, it was fun. Yeah, that's all I need in a movie right now. Like,
it was low stakes fun.
Yeah, people are like shitting on this movie, and like this is another one I saw on like the worst movies of the year.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I thought it was enjoyable.
Frankenstein was awesome. Yeah, it was. I mean, I'm a sucker for retro to begin with.
Yeah,
and you got me there. Okay, I'm a sucker for a great Frankenstein story. You got me there, but it's also well made, good soundtrack, good acting, fun. Like, we talk about this all the time. Like, if your movie is not like, if it's not like life or death all the time, then make it fun. Mm-hmm. And this was a fun ass horror movie. Cool gore. Like, it wasn't over the top, but it didn't need to be.
Yeah, just a perfect fun, like, just you don't want something too heavy. You don't just want to be entertained for a while. Yeah, check it out, Lisa Frankenstein.
It's a lighthearted '80s version of May. Like, that's
yeah. I
mean, well, maybe a little different, but like, you know what
I mean. Speaking of being a sucker for a good Frankenstein story, have you checked out Creature Commandos yet?
I have not.
Oh, dude. This week's Frankenstein episode.
Oh, was it? Are they doing just like a background episode on every character?
There's like an overarching story, and like it kind of every now and again it'll like delve off into like one of the like some of the backstories on all of them. It's not like the whole episode is dedicated to them, but like the Frankenstein story is touched on a little bit like in the first or second episode also. Yeah. When they would go, because obviously the bride is part of it as well. But it's just fucking intense because like they like not to spoil things, but like they put them in like the situation where it's like a buddy cop movie and like, oh, it's a fun, like, oh, Frankenstein's lovable and they're having a great time. And then like, oh fuck no, he's a fucking monster. Yeah. Like they just, like out of nowhere remind you like, oh yeah, no, he's a horrible, like fucking monster. Awesome. This is my favorite show of the year. I think we're 5 episodes in. Amazing television. Like I cannot recommend this show enough.
I mean, like, how often does James Gunn miss for real?
Hardly. Yeah. I can't think of anything like, oh dude, like it's, this is like the one show I'm just waiting every week, like for the next episode. Like,
yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Let's not forget that we had a season of Tulsa King, though.
That's fuck. That's a high bar to clear, yeah.
And the Penguin.
I like seriously, I like check out Creature Commandos, man.
Yeah.
It's so good. Anyway, back to the list.
Yeah, back to the list.
Arcadian. This was a good Nicolas Cage movie.
This was a good Nicolas Cage movie with a terrible creature design.
Yeah. Sci-fi original creature design with outstanding Nicolas Cage acting.
I was so into this movie until I saw the creature for real. And it just did not look good at all. It looked like a sadistic version of, I think we said Goofy from fucking Mickey Mouse. Yeah.
And then it's actually what it was supposed to be.
Are you shitting me?
Didn't we come across that on the episode? Like Arthur actually came across it.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, it was just fucking terrible. I mean, like, in the monster design was terrible, but otherwise like a good movie that is nearly ruined by a shit monster.
Absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Like, even when you don't see like the creature itself, when it's doing that like Tasmanian devil fucking tornado bullshit through the house.
Yeah.
Also awful. But like everything around that was aces. It was like a super good movie.
Yeah, like a post-apocalyptic, like just awesome. Yeah, and then literally Goofy is the monster. Like,
you know what's funny is like I was seeing ads for that, and I'm still seeing ads for that every now and then, but like nobody talks about it. I've yet to see.
It is kind of a sleeper, yeah.
Yeah, I've yet to see anybody really talk about that movie, which is unfortunate.
Thumbs up though. Yeah, recommend it.
Yeah, for sure.
Up next, we have one that I have not seen. I don't know about you.
I did see
Humane?
It. Yep. That was, oh boy, what's her name? David Cronenberg's daughter.
Caitlin Cronenberg. Jesus, how many of his kids are fucking making movies?
Well, at least she's not making David Cronenberg movies under a different name.
Yeah.
Because this skews nowhere near his style of movie. I liked it. It's very family drama, but violent. The whole premise is there's overpopulation. So like, you know, resources are going dry and things like that. So there's like a volunteer program to be euthanized after a certain age, and you sign contracts and shit. Well, if you sign the contract and you like split, which is what happens with one of the parents, then anybody in your family, like they're up for being killed. So there's like a family gathering and the mother splits, and then the agency that does all the euthanizing shows up and they're like, you have to choose. And then it goes crazy from there. It's good. It's not perfect.
Yeah. I'm here for it. I'm here to watch it.
Yeah. No, it was a good one. I would say it is probably like a 6.75. You know, I don't want to quite give it a 7, but it was good. It was fun. I think what keeps it from being like really, really good is like, I don't know if you ever get annoyed by seeing an actor over and over again just play the kind of same role.
Yeah.
Jay Baruchel is in it.
Let me guess, does he play like a kind of neurotic, nebbishy, like unsure dude? A
little more confident, but with the same like snark and sass as like any other character that he's got. A little less vulgar, but kind of the same ballpark.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have to check that out. I honestly hadn't even heard of it. Apparently, it's streaming on AMC Plus and Prime. I'm in. Maybe I'll watch that later tonight.
Yeah, definitely do it. It's got oh shit! What the fuck is his name? Please hold.
I just closed the entry.
That's fine. I'll look it up real quick. It has Enrico Colantoni in it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if anybody else is wondering who the hell that is,
Billy Crystal.
yeah, he was one of the aliens in
Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest, but he was also the photographer in Just Shoot Me. I think that was the show, right?
Yeah, with David Spade.
They worked in the magazine. Yeah, with David Spade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched a lot of that show.
Ooh, that reminds me. I got to buy that Shemp book. That's right. For that. Yeah. Almost forgot about that. Oh, I did buy Monster Related. I bought the hardcover of the Dracula comic that came out.
Really?
It just got delivered today. I cannot wait to read that. Have you read Frankenstein or The Creature yet?
Not yet.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to talk about those.
Yeah.
All right. I cannot believe you watched this next movie.
Oh no, you can't believe that I watched that movie?
Yeah. Up next on our list is The Exorcism. I knew this was bad. It is very odd that Russell Crowe has been in like 2 Exorcist movies in a year. Like, that is fucking weird.
One of them was way better than this one.
I am doubting I can take Russell Crowe seriously as an actor for much longer. He is also in that like phoning it in phase of just like, I'm fat, I'm drunk, I'm just gonna like show up and be goofy and I'm done. Yeah.
Monique was having a hard time associating the Russell Crowe that we have now compared to the Gladiator Russell Crowe. That's not the same person.
Yeah, 2 totally different guys. Like, that is what a hard-ass divorce and like alcoholism for 20-something years will do to you. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Like, he was at one point like selling movie memorabilia to like pay for his divorce.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's rough.
He's just been watching Empty Nest on YouTube for the last week.
God damn, son.
That's an odd fucking pull, man. Like, that's a sequel to, not a sequel, a spin-off of the Golden Girls.
Empty Nest?
Yes. He is the neighbor of the Golden Girls.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. TV trivia.
Yikes.
The Exorcism, like, he plays an actor in an Exorcist movie who is either possessed or drunk.
Yes. Did you watch it?
I have not, but they did it on How Did This Get Made, and I listened to the episode.
Okay. So
that is how the last it was funded by John Oliver, the Russell Crowe Museum that was curated inside the last Blockbuster.
Oh, Lord.
He did a whole thing on one of his shows about it. Anyway.
Yeah. So The Exorcism is basically like they're filming a movie which is basically The Exorcist. It's called the Georgetown Project or whatever the fuck it was. The Georgetown incident. Because the Exorcist takes place in Georgetown. And so it's just like a weird take on that. But yeah, they hire Russell Crowe's character to be the Exorcist, but he's known for being like an action movie guy whose wife died and he became a drug addict and alcoholic. So like nobody's got faith in him. Mm-hmm. And then like it's just him struggling to act in this movie while getting glimpses of him possibly being molested by a priest as a kid. And
we have a button. We have a button. Where is it? Sorry, record scratch.
Yeah. It's just like nothing supernatural really happens. Like like the cursed movie kind of shit happens, like a light falls and, like, one actor gets killed or some shit. It's just not good. And then they get to like, he's possessed now, part of it, and it just falls on its fucking face. It's just bad. It's a 4. It's a 4.
It's 4.2 on IMDb.
Yeah. I think it was worse than the new Exorcist movie. Exorcist Believer at least had some cool stuff in it. This movie had nothing.
I didn't hate that movie.
I didn't hate it, but it spread itself so thin between all of the fucking unnecessary characters that it just doesn't even fucking matter.
That movie, I think, suffered because they stretched it out into 2 movies. Just make one fucking movie. I'm goddamn tired of like people setting up trilogies and shit. Like, perfect example, this fucking 28 years later bullshit. This is a fucking trilogy. Are you kidding me?
Like, I don't know. Like, I haven't bought into any of that because I just haven't seen much. Like, I think I saw the first movie when it was pretty new.
Yeah.
Nothing after that.
I can understand doing a third movie. Great. Perfect. Wrap it all up. It makes sense. 28 years later. Sure. But making this new movie a trilogy of movies? No. Fucking no.
No, that's a money grab is what that is.
Yeah. First of all, zombies are not off the shelf yet. Like, we got to put them away. Like, The Walking Dead just milked that fucking cow for all it's worth.
It's dead. I don't care that much anymore. If you're going to do something different and cool, then I'm in. That's why I really liked Warm Bodies.
Yeah.
I really liked what was that Netflix one? Army of the Dead. Is that what that was?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun. That was cool. Like, it's different enough. Like, yeah, but I don't need endless amounts of the same like zombie movie over and over again anymore. Like,
yeah,
you're not thrilling me at all.
Yeah, they already announced the second one. It's like the Bone Temple or something. Like,
get fucked.
Yeah, just fucking make a good movie. God damn it. Ugh. Speaking of not good movies, up next, Immaculate.
I didn't finish it. Couldn't finish it at all.
Boring as fuck. Yeah. Warm Bodies with Nicholas Hoult. Yeah, this was another one that got a lot of hype, and then like I think I fell asleep. It was one of those like I was fighting to stay awake, and then it was like, why? Why am I fighting this? I'm just going to lean into it, and I woke up at the end. Okay, great. I'm done. I don't need to watch this again. Moving on. Unless you have anything to add to that.
I have nothing. Like, I could not care less about anything that I saw about that movie until I turned it off.
Yeah.
Just no.
Up next, though, is a movie I did enjoy, Abigail. That was earlier this year.
Great.
What did you think?
Great take on vampires.
Yeah. It was something original. Like,
again, fun. Like, a little bit of unnecessary jokes.
Yeah.
But they were kind of going with like a Tarantino thing where like it was like witty dialogue inside this like situation where normally you wouldn't kind of have it. And I get it.
Yeah.
But it didn't need to be as over the top as it was.
But it was fun. It was enjoyable.
Yeah. For sure. And the fact that, vampire mob bosses. Yeah, why the fuck not? Like,
yeah. Dan Stevens is becoming one of my favorite actors. Like, he was awesome in this too. Yeah. Like, he's just having so much fun in like every fucking movie he's in.
Yeah, why not? Like, you act for a living. Like, do stuff that's cool. Do stuff that's fun.
Yeah. 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 Let me see.
But yeah, fun concept.
Great, like, ensemble cast. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I think it executed really well on everything it tried to do.
I watched that one again recently, like within the past couple of weeks, and I again enjoyed it so much the second time.
Yeah. Gore wasn't like crazy over the top. It was just enough to let you know, like, there's real danger and like shit gets real. The character of Abigail was fun. You could see that it's like, yes, a dangerous, awful vampire killing machine, but also seemed to be lonely. Like, didn't really have anybody that cared. Yeah,
it was like, at her core, just like
that draws you in.
Kid. Yeah. No, I highly recommend that one. That one is probably, it's bold to say it's in my top 5, but I
for the year.
Yeah.
Of horror.
It was not a great year for horror, so I think this is in my top 5.
I disagree, because I'm looking at this list here, and there's some fucking bangers here.
That's true. We did start off the year by shitting on the year in horror. Like, it's not great. And then, like, a couple of good things did. Like, there are things that came out this year that are pretty solid. This being one of them. I think I like this better than The Substance. So, like, as of right now, my top 5 would be Late Night with the Devil, Cuckoo, Nosferatu, Abigail, and then The Substance, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as what we got on the I think I like Alien Romulus better than The Substance.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Substance, you're down to number 6.
Yeah. It's not even number 6 for me.
It's number 2.
It's number 2. You're the worst.
The goddamn best. Up next, I did not see this movie. Strange Darling?
I didn't either. I meant to watch it, like, just because I saw it on a bunch of lists. Like, when I was putting this together, I just Googled, like, 2024 horror movies. And then there were a bunch of, like, Reddit posts where people were like, oh, these are the best, I thought these were the best movies of 2024. And it was on a lot of those lists. I just never got around to it. So I guess we're just going to skip that one.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Up next, Smile 2, which I did see about 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah. I am hesitant. I'm hesitant to watch it because, like, I loved the beginning and middle of Smile, and the end was trash. Like, that monster looked awful.
Yeah.
And it just, like, it didn't make sense. Like, it's for me.
This one, I was not a fan of the first one. I was just like, I thought it was very mid, like, very forgettable. This one was a little bit better, but it's still kind of just more of the same. I think it plays the suspense a little bit better. Like, there's a lot more creepiness, a lot more, like, gore, and and it does pick up, I mean, quite almost literally from the end of the first movie, within the first, like, within a couple of days of the ending of the first movie.
Yeah.
Which I do enjoy that continuity. It Follows. I fucking hated It Follows. Hot take.
Still
did not like that movie. Yeah. It Follows. But I don't know. I mean, if you like the first one, then you're probably going to love this one, because I think it is an improvement on that first one, but still not great. Well,
I mean, I just don't understand, like, where it can go from there, because the surprise is gone. Like, I loved the fact that you didn't know what the fuck was actually going on in the first one.
Yeah. Did you see it? You said you didn't see it, right?
I didn't see the second one, no.
So there is a place I mean, no. I mean, there's kind of a finale. I mean, do you care if I spoil it? Like,
go for it.
So, like, infects, like, it's following this pop star. Like, she's like this, kind of like a fucking Sabrina Carpenter, I guess, is the hot pop star now, like top, type, or Chappell Rowan.
Yeah.
And like, the whole thing is like it gets the victim to kill itself in front of somebody else, so it can be transmitted into them.
Yeah.
So if it's infecting this person who's being watched by like millions of people, and then they kill themselves on stage at a live concert, like it's going to infect like everybody, at least in the crowd, like, thousands of people. Yeah. So that's how that goes. I don't know. It was okay. Whatever.
Yeah.
Speaking of okay, we'll move on to the next movie. Terrifier 3. What'd you think?
It's mid as shit. It's so mid.
I thought the second one was much better, and like, I mean, I liked the story of the second one, and like, I was, I want to see like where the story goes. People making it apparently don't want to because it just doesn't go anywhere. Like,
there's nothing here. There's nothing. There's gore, which like you don't go to these movies expecting like a cinematic masterpiece. Like that's just not what you go for. You go like, what is the crazy shit that Art the Clown is going to do next? And I understand that, but there has to be like some reason, like, I've come to the understanding or the realization that like Damien Leone, he knows how to make thrilling, gross out, nasty kills in a movie. He like they're like some genius level shit going on.
Yeah.
In that,
for sure.
He does not know how to write a fucking story at all. Yeah,
he needs to be paired with somebody who can sew a fucking story together and like
the supernatural aspects of them, like
it's all plot based. It's all like
it doesn't make sense. Like
it's all just like, well, we kind of need him to do this now. Okay, well, like if we kill him, if we can do this, like sure, fine, like
but
this sword that your dad made is actually a magical weapon that can kill. What?
Yeah. I don't need that. Like, yeah, we're literally one Terrifier movie away from the fucking Thorn cult.
And even like some of the kills in this one, like the big kill that everybody's talking about, like where he fucking kills the dude in the shower. Like I thought that was just a shittier version of him sawing the girl in half in the first movie.
Yeah, like that's all it was. I mean, it was more graphic because you saw like a fucking testicle go flying.
Yeah, you saw plastic asshole and nuts getting sewed up, sawn up. Like,
yeah,
but I just like I don't know. I was so like, I honestly thought this was like the end of a trilogy, also, and then like to find out like no, this is just that like that
would have been great.
An infomercial for the next movie.
Yeah.
Like it just seems like he had an idea like, oh, we're going to have be a Christmas movie and it's going to be Art in a Santa suit. And then like, that was it. He didn't have anything else beside that.
Just fucking do that. But like, yes, go the course of like, Jason Voorhees, where like, you don't know what's going on. You don't know why he keeps coming back. He's an unstoppable killing machine. Like that's all cool. Like I've seen it 1,000 times, but like I can get behind that. But this ham-fisted supernatural, like I'm a devil or I'm a demon, and like then I have this other character now who's just like the mouthpiece of the demon, and now there's two of them.
The demon's hype man.
Yeah, right. Like. I don't need that. Like,
and I don't understand like the character of like the little girl. She's now supposed to be the other, like the disfigured chick from the first one? As it was like she's possessing her. Is that what the deal was? Like, I don't know. It was just kind of muddled and like fucking.
The whole thing's a mess. It's a mess. It's an absolute fucking mess. The only redeeming shit in that movie is the gore. And that's fine if you know that the only thing that's going to be worth watching are the kills, because everything in between is trash. Like the family dynamic stuff was fine. I like that. That's cool. But why? Why did they take a 5-year nap? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. We don't know because it's not explained.
Yeah.
Like, the one girl like slit her wrists in the bathroom, and you go like, "Oh, okay, she fucking died." And then no, she comes back at the end when Art comes back too, covered in fucking cobwebs and shit. Bad. It's just a bad movie. It's
not
bad.
Good.
No, it's. I'm gonna rate it, and I'm actually going to. It's on the line. It's a 5.
I was just thinking that. No shit.
When I watch it again, yes. Am I going to like look forward to watching it again? Probably not.
Yeah, I'm like in that same spot where like I can't say I'm not gonna watch it again because I might, just to give it a chance, because maybe it's the same thing with like In a Violent Nature, you know, where like. You know, the hype killed it for me, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a no from the Feral Goth Mama. I get that because, like, it's just, there's no story. It is just murder. And after a while, it's just somebody hitting meat. Like, you know, I get a creative kill, but just like a repetitive, just like a chopping and like stabbing and like, like, I don't know, you just chopping meat after a while.
What they're doing is giving you an excuse to go from kill to kill. But they're trying to shoehorn a story into it, and the story that they're telling is trash. So like if you're in it for more than just like the blood and guts, which a lot of us tend to be, like the blood and guts is cool. I like watching it. And I like seeing like like the new extreme shit that somebody's going to think of. That's fine. But like once you boil it down past that, there's nothing. There's a incredibly phoned in supernatural story that you're trying to tell.
Yeah. It just, I don't know. Didn't work for me.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies that did not work for me, up next, Heretic. Have you seen this one?
Really? Yeah. I liked it.
Didn't like it
at all.
Not at all. I thought it was just kind of mid. Like I kind of wanted supernatural out of this, and like we didn't get it. It's just this dude like kind of pulling tricks, and you know, I don't know. It just whatever was happening like was not working for me in this movie.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe I have to give it a second shot.
Maybe.
I don't know. I didn't think it was as like. This got a lot of hype after the fact. Like after it had come out, people picked up on it. I saw it like when it first came out, and like Amanda and I were just like, like that was mid. It was okay. Like I put it like I would also probably give it a 5.55.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't dig it.
I didn't love the characters. They were like either predictable or just like excuse me, or almost throwaway.
Yeah.
But for a cast of 3 people, for the most part, it's not bad. Hugh Grant was super, super duper creepy.
He was good at it, I will say. I'll give him that.
I don't think I've seen him in a role like that before.
No, I think it's the first time he's ever. I mean, he was a villain in like Dungeons and Dragons, but not like this, you know, level of creepy.
Yeah, he wasn't like menacing though. Like he's always like weirdly charming, like no matter what he's doing. Mm-hmm. So to see him in this, like more of an off-putting role, I think is really fun and different. But the movie itself, it falls a little flat Yeah, I mean, I'd probably have to go like I like a 6 feels right.
All right. Yeah, it's got a 7 on IMDb, and like I respect the 6.
I can see it.
I don't know. I even feel like the subject is like right up my alley, like where this dude is using like the inconsistencies of like religious, stories to fucking fuck with these people. Like it just, I don't know, still kind of falls flat with me.
Yeah.
Anyway, and last on our list here, we have Cuckoo.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't use the sound effects.
I didn't watch it.
Me neither. And I really, really want to. I just have not had the opportunity. It just came on Hulu not that long ago to watch for free. So I'm in.
I want to watch it really bad. I almost watched it the other night. But it's got like, just from the trailers, it's got this weird like Wes Anderson like gone crazy feeling.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm interested in that. I'm kind of done with Wes Anderson, Wes Anderson.
For sure.
But that guy knows how to make. That guy knows how to make the movies that he wants to make, and you can't deny that. And nothing else, yeah.
It's got Dan Stevens in it, so I'm curious in that. And I mean, I heard good things. I like I said, I have not had the opportunity. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll watch this tonight instead of the other. I don't know. I kind of want to watch them both. I got nothing to do tomorrow either.
Nothing to do. Like, were you off all week?
I got to go back to work Thursday, so I need decompression time after being in Florida.
Yeah, one does.
Plus, I've been like around like my nieces and nephews all week, so everything's been like wholesome and like good. And I feel like I need to go on a bender for the last days of this vacation, like to balance it all out. Like, yeah.
For real.
Not that I don't love them. I just need to like temper that all down. Like,
yeah. All right.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Okay.
Richard Mulligan is the cure for what ails me.
I think I have my list, like my top 5 for the year.
Yeah.
Look at this. I think I've got it figured out.
All right, let's hear it.
And I'm going to go Oddity is number 1. Late Night with the Devil is number 2. It was like, we've been saying that all year. Like,
yeah, I mean, that was a clear like runaway from the start. Like,
yeah,
because that movie was just on the mark with everything like I want in a horror movie.
It did
and
everything that it tried to do, and everything it tried to do, it did successfully.
Yeah.
For number 3, I'm gonna go Abigail.
All right, that's it. I respect it. Yeah.
4, I'm gonna go Nosferatu.
All right.
And 5, I gotta go Lisa Frankenstein.
All right, that's a bold. That's a dark horse there. Number 5.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
So we're not that far off. Just on the 5th one.
Yeah.
Are
you gonna go the same way?
Yeah. No, mine has not changed. So mine was number 1. Like I love Late Night with the Devil so much.
Okay, so we flip flop 1 and 2.
Yeah. Oddity for number 2. Abigail did I say no? Nosferatu number 3. Abigail number 4. And fuck, what did I say was number 5? Let me look at. No, I bumped it down to 6.
Down to 6.
Yeah, it's in the chat. I said it to myself before.
Yeah. Alien. Yep.
Alien Romulus. Yeah, for sure. Craven. Yep. No, you're right. It was Craven. Thank you. Yeah. Alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my top 5. So it wasn't, I mean, just on those 5 movies alone, it wasn't a horrible, year for horror. No, definitely not.
No.
Do we know anything coming out in 2024? I mean, 2025? I'm like, I can't think of any like big name horror stuff that's already been announced.
Let me do a quick Google search. I'm usually not aware of movies like way far in advance.
Yeah.
Oh,
fuck! Frankenstein. Yeah. Yes. Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein. I can probably call it now. It's the number one contender for movie of the year for 2025 right there, probably. For horror movie of the year.
Okay.
Yes, and of course, Wolfman. That's going to be number one.
The Monkey, which looks terrible.
It is by Osgood Perkins, who did Long Legs, which I don't know. I saw the preview and it looked okay.
It looked like shit. What are you talking about?
I'm interested in the concept. I don't know what's going on, and I want to know more about it.
It's just
other than that, I don't have high hopes.
So we've got The Bride.
It's Frankenstein and The Bride coming out in 2025.
This is the one. Oh, The Bride is an upcoming American science fiction musical monster film.
Nope.
Written, directed, and produced by Maggie Gyllenhaal.
Oh, no. I don't want that.
Let's see, we've got 28 Years Later.
Oh, what? Yeah. I want it to be good. What, too?
The Black Phone? Why the fuck would you make a sequel to The Black Phone? Like, the first one was fine. Not great, but fine.
Yeah.
People lost their shit over that, too. Like, everybody loved that shit.
There's another one where I think just, like, the aesthetic of it and, like, the 70s horror aspect is what, like, drew people in.
Yeah.
Frankenstein is the Guillermo del Toro one. So I think, again, that's going to be... Oh, Megan 2 is coming out?
Yeah.
Strangers Chapter 1, Part 2.
Bambi the Reckoning. I hope that's not real. Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Yeah.
Oh, another Final Destination.
They did announce
Saw 11.
Return of the Living Dead is getting like a reboot. It's going to be. I don't have high hopes, but I mean they're going to be using practical effects. Like the trailer was kind of cool. It's just Tarman dragging a Christmas tree through a cemetery.
I don't want it. Oh, good. Yeah. I never forget what you did last summer. That's 30 years out of
beating
relevance.
A dead horse. Yeah. It does exist in the world of the original. It's not a it's not like a reboot. It's not a remake, it's a reboot. Yeah, it's in the same world. I have no idea what's going on with that.
I don't know. Yeah, okay, it looks like some stuff is coming out.
We are getting a -1 sequel. I don't know if it's coming out next year, though. Probably another year or so.
Yeah, I knew they were working on it.
Let's get a sequel to Frailty.
No, I don't want a sequel to Frailty. I want people to recognize Frailty as the cinematic fucking masterpiece that it is. That's it.
Holy shit, we've been doing this an hour and a half.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what we do, man.
I just lose track of time and go on tangents.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like there's some good stuff coming out, but yeah, I'm really stoked for Frankenstein. Like, yeah, I'm really stoked. I'm always excited for anything Guillermo del Toro does. It's
yeah.
He rarely lets me down.
I am excited for more of those monster comics. I don't think they've announced what the next one's going to be yet. They said it's coming soon.
I would assume Invisible Man.
I feel like that either that's the obvious choice or like the Wolfman. I feel like maybe they're going to throw us like a Sidewinder, like like London After Midnight or something like that, or like something just out of the Phantom of the Opera, like just to change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. But I'm going to be down for whatever they put out because like both of the comics that the series that I've read so far have been awesome. Dracula is sitting right over there, and I haven't opened the box yet, but I'm going to be diving into that soon.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm hyped.
Oh, check out this new figure I got.
Ooh. Oh, nice. The Raphael Wolfman.
Yeah, dude.
I almost bought the Raphael Frankenstein the other day, but I went with the black and white Bela Lugosi. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, Squee got that for me for my birthday.
Nice.
So the only one I'm missing now that I believe is out is Splinter as Van Helsing.
I have not seen that, and that's like a buy on site. Like, I will buy that immediately.
I want to check this out. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. You got them all.
Yeah.
There's the spot for Splinter. Well, you need to make another spot now.
Yeah, like that is going to move somewhere. Hey, look at that guy.
Oldie but a goodie.
Yeah.
Brotherhood of Evil Geeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rip the fuck off artwork.
We paid somebody for that, and they didn't even realize. Like, we didn't realize until afterwards.
Oh,
like, oh, son of a bitch!
Yeah, the cover from All Star Batman and Robin.
Yeah, yeah. He just took the ears off.
Yeah,
yeah. Fucker. Anywho,
Golden Age Blue Beetle variant. Goddamn.
Oh wow. I had a moment of nostalgia and like bought a Holy Grail comic when I was a kid that now that I'm an adult, like it's actually not that expensive. I can just buy it.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I remember when like they did the 90s Spider-Man like comic series the Todd McFarlane did, like came out in 1990.
Yeah.
I had number 1 when I was a kid. I thought it was like the actual like Spider-Man like number 1, but it was like a second or third print of it. It's the gold print. So I think it's like the third print.
Yeah.
And I remember just being so disappointed when I found that out. And then like,
that's worth like $2.
Yeah. And then like the other, this was like 2 days ago. I was sitting in like, I was waiting for my mom. She was in the supermarket and I was sitting in the car waiting for her. And I'm like looking through like, like Facebook or Instagram, and like somebody posted that they got a copy of Spider-Man number 1, like the, first edition. And it was like $7.
Yeah.
Like, son of a bitch. I'm like, I just went and I'm like, fuck it. Like all this time, like I've never owned that. Like I just went and bought it off eBay for like $10.
Yeah. That was one, like they printed fucking millions of those. So like, just because it's one doesn't mean anything. Yeah. Like
for a while, I think the value was up there, but now, like I said, I got, I think for $10 and like maybe $5 shipping.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I'm good. We're good.
Worth it if it means that much to you. You know what I mean?
Little piece of nostalgia. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I would love to have, because I used to have it. Toxic Avenger number 1. When Marvel picked up Toxic Avenger as a comic property. And I want to say they had like a 5 to 10 issue run. Frankenstein, stop calling because we're
incapable. We're wrapping up.
We don't have the tech tonight. I think I would like to have that again. And I don't think they go for a lot of money. It's just I can never be bothered to try to find it.
Yeah, it's just like I never actually thought of actually just like, oh yeah, I could just scratch that childhood itch. Like
yeah.
Oh,
you ready to wrap it up?
I think so. All
right.
We'll be back, folks, next week with
a
it's been a fucking year, man.
You know what?
If I had to sum up the year in one meme, it'd be the Ben Affleck smoking a cigarette meme. Like,
for sure.
Oh,
for sure. I had something to say and then I lost it.
I talked over it. My bad.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, it's been a year. I'm going to call it now. Next week, I would like to watch The Hammer Mummy.
Yes. Yeah. We were supposed to watch it last week, and then Art reminded us that we drunkenly agreed to watch fucking Werewolf.
Yeah. God, that movie was so bad.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll be back to our normal format next week. Art will be back next week, as far as I know. We'll be in studio and up to our old shenanigans.
Yeah, hijinks and whatnot. All right, so we're gonna give you our socials, give you some advice, and we'll get out of here. Happy
New Year to you too, TJ. Thank you.
Yeah, Happy New Year, TJ. Our website is www.bigdumbmonsters.com. You can find us on Facebook, Big Dumb Monsters Pod. You can email us suggestions for the show, movies we should watch, beer we should drink. If you want to do business with us, that's the place to go.
We are available for hire.
BigDumbMonsters@gmail.com. You can find us on Slasher, the all horror social network.
Thank you, TJ.
Yeah, TJ's awesome. And sometimes you can find us logged into our Steam account, which is Big Dumb Monsters.
You can check us out on Instagram and Threads at big_dumb_monsters. We are going to figure out a way to get this streaming on Instagram weekly. It's complicated and we're not even, it's fucking pain in the ass when we're not using StreamYard. But we'll be back on there. You can also check out this show when it streams live on Twitch and YouTube. I got rusty there. I've been away for a week. I almost forgot it. At Big Dumb Monsters on both of those platforms. You should come check out. Sweet. You should come check out.
You do your job.
Hey, you're distracting me with cool trinkets.
Yeah.
Wait for the Pornhub stream coming in 2025. Not in Florida, apparently.
No. Texas either.
Yeah. Oh, Texas. Yeah. You can check out our merch store at TeePublic. Just head on over there and search for the Big Dumb Monster store. I just put up the new network logo a couple weeks ago. We got to work on more stuff. Always have to keep fresh shit going in there. We'll work on it. We have other stuff you can check us out at, like our Snap Alliance, which I'm still carrying the team on.
I started playing again a little bit because they brought back High Voltage, and High Voltage is a very fun.
That has been fun. I've been playing the shit out of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like Deadpool's Diner too.
That was fun.
Yeah. Other than that, I believe, might be back tomorrow night. I think there's a tentative plan.
For New Year's?
Yeah, I think Bridget and Brooks wanted to do something and then transition into a Drunken Disorderly.
They
not gonna lie,
love Drunken Disorderly.
It's a fun show. It's a fun show.
I've yet to be a part of it.
I have reached the point over the past week where several times I'm have just been can we stop eating and drinking for a little while? I've got a lot to fucking drink.
No.
Yeah.
I haven't hit that boundary yet.
Hooah. I think that's all we got.
Is that it? I think that's it.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to leave you with our weekly words of wisdom. Don't let ghoulies eat your ass.
And never sleep in a deathbed.
Bye.